Welcome back to another LEGO Star Wars review. Today we're going to be looking at the Imperial TIE Fighter, or set number 75300. It has 432 pieces, ages 8+, and retails right now for $39.99 or $40 US. So moving into the minifigures here. Here is one of the three. This one is the TIE Pilot, obviously standard in TIE Fighter sets. You can see he's got some pretty good torso detail, some leg detail, good helmet detail as well. Not sure if this is a new iteration of the TIE Pilot. He does have some back torso detail, and he has this face, kind of an angry, sort of discontent face going on. No double-sided face on any of the figures, so yeah. And he comes with a blaster pistol. Moving on to the figure that I pretty much got the set for, so I moved the base plate around there. This is the NILB.
Oh, you were so close. The droid's named NIL8, not B. I don't know where I got the B from, but anyway.
Imperial Protocol droid. So you can see has some pretty good torso detail, leg detail again as well. It's got some multicolors going on there with his internal wires, which is pretty cool. Same thing on the back. You can see the multicolored internal wires again, some back torso detail. And the face mold is pretty interesting. I don't know if we've seen this protocol droid in LEGO form. I feel like we have, but it's just a really cool molding for the figure. And he does not come with a blaster pistol or rifle or anything, because you do not want a protocol droid to be using that. I mean, look what happened on Geonosis in episode 2 with 3PO becoming a battle droid. Never a good thing. And then the final figure here is your typical Imperial Stormtrooper. So pretty standard figures for what you would expect for a TIE Fighter set. See, he's got leg detail, torso detail, does have back torso detail as well. Here's the helmet. I think this is a new design for the helmet. Kind of interesting. And his face is this more serious looking face as well. And again, not double-sided. And he does come with a blaster as well. Alright, so now onto the set itself. First thing before we get into the set is, excuse the wooden paneling on both sides. I had to zoom out the camera to be able to show the whole TIE Fighter because it doesn't fit within the base plates that I got. So, gonna kind of be a little weird angle for the review, but it's perfect to fit the set. So I'm gonna start out with the detail of the set before I get into the playability, so mixing it up a little bit. This TIE Fighter has some pretty decent detail. So here is the wing. You know, the wing looks good. Both wings are identical. There are no stickers on this set, so this piece right here, this piece right here, this top piece on the cockpit, and then the cockpit itself are all printed pieces. So, I mean, no stickers to this set is a huge bonus, and that's something that I feel like every LEGO fan enthusiast really likes to hear about a set, is that there are no stickers. So, pretty nice surprise for the set. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely a very small TIE Fighter, of course. Given the 432 pieces, of course, it's going to be a smaller sized TIE Fighter. But it's still surprisingly good looking, and it's sturdy as well, I would say. You know, I can kind of just toss it and, you know, kind of like bang it up against stuff, and it's not really gonna, no pieces are gonna fly off the set. It's not gonna fall apart or anything like that. So in terms of the playability features for the set, there are two. There's obviously the cockpit where you can put your TIE Pilot, and there's also 2 flicked fire missiles. I do want to put the TIE Fighter, or TIE Pilot, into the TIE Fighter. So how you would go about that is you would open this top hatch right up here. You would open that. You would also open the cockpit outward, and you would actually be able to set them in. So I'm going to fold our dude here into the proper position. There we go. So I am going to first kind of find a grip here. Pull the cockpit down. Pull this part right up. and you can see it gives you plenty of room to be able to place him in. But yeah, basically you would just plop pilot right in and then shut the compartments, and he is good to take off. You can kind of see him chilling in there, maybe. Obviously the dark colored armor doesn't help when the cockpit is also dark colored inside, so kind of screws everything up. And then the other playability feature for the set are the flick fire missiles. You can see them right on the front, one right here, one right there. They are green, which match the TIE Fighter lasers, thank God. So I'm glad they got that right. Alright, so now to demonstrate the missile flick. Flick down, and it launches the laser. I'm going to do it again over here as well. So, about to press down here, and you can see it went flying. So now that we've covered the details and the playability features of the set, I can personally tell you that this is definitely worth picking up. It is worth it for the $40. In fact, that's a really good price for a TIE Fighter if you compare it to the prices of the prior LEGO TIE Fighters we've gotten. Yes, they may have had more pieces. Yes, they may have had more detail. But this one has the same playability features and has some pretty good figures to get. Much more affordable as well, and I think that's what kind of takes this set into the spotlight for the TIE Fighters, is that this is a far more affordable set to get. So definitely worth the price, definitely worth picking a few up if that is something you plan on considering. Just a very good set in general, very solid. Obviously no stickers makes it very appealing as well. And the minifigures, as I mentioned, especially that Imperial Protocol droid, is definitely worth a getting. This is a set that you probably wouldn't get for the minifigures more so than you'd get it for the actual set. And I know there's sets out there, you can look at the X-Wing here from this year as well and say, you know, that people are probably not getting it because it's an X-Wing. They want to get the set for like General Dodonna and maybe Princess Leia, right? It's more about the minifigures for that, whereas here, believe it or not, you know, I was pretty much getting this set for the minifigures, but then I built the set, and I can tell you this TIE Fighter, it's awesome enough that it makes me happy that I got it and have the set more so than having the minifigures. So just, you know, kind of blows me away a little bit. But yeah, so very good set for the $40 price, and definitely worth picking a few up if you have the ability to. Obviously, decent minifigures, especially for like if you're building a bunch of like a TIE Fighter fleet. I'd say this is pretty perfect for that. Also, if you picked up the X-Wing, having a good old TIE Fighter to battle against would be worth picking up as well. So yeah, overall very nice set. Yes, it is small compared to a lot of the other TIE Fighters, but it does make up for that with the playability and the actual decent detail. So, and the build as well. The build was pretty pleasant. Obviously not having stickers during the build made it all the more worth it. So yeah, that's all I have to really say about the Imperial TIE Fighter set here, set number 75300. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video.